In this Big Tractor Power video, we're going to take you out to a 2,800 acre cornfield in western Kentucky and see a fleet of 5 John Deere S690 combines harvesting the 2017 corn crop. This big 2,800 acre field encompasses the entire area of corn that you can see in this drone shot. Here we can see the entire farm's fleet. This is a farm-owned combine crew that harvests 13,000 acres of corn here in western Kentucky. It's comprised of 5 Class 9 John Deere S690 combines that are 543 horsepower. They're equipped with 12-row John Deere 612C corn heads that harvest 30 feet of corn at a time. The combines hold 400 bushels of grain in their bins and unload into 4 Kinsey 1100 grain carts equipped with soft tracks, pulled by 4 John Deere 9420R four-wheel drives, which are 420 horsepower. So we hope that you'll enjoy this Big Tractor Power video. We're going to take you out into the field and just let you watch the sights and sounds of the field being opened up. We'll climb up in the John Deere S690 combine cab and then see all 5 combines working back and forth in the field. Now that we've watched these massive Class 9 John Deere S690s opening up the headlands in this 2,800 acre cornfield, let's climb up in the cab of one of the combines and see the operator's perspective. you doing?
Good. I think an empty truck went back up there and next to Calhoun's. Oh, it was.
As we look out the cab window of the John Deere S690 combine, you might notice that the corn leaves look pretty green still at the top of the plant. The corn is actually shelling out at 22% moisture, and this video was filmed right at the end of August of 2017. Starting on October 10th of 2017, the farm typically likes to start planting winter wheat following the corn crop. So they got to clear all this corn off as quick as possible, because after the corn harvest, the field has to be fertilized, it'll be disked, it'll be harrowed, and then the air drills will start seeding wheat on October 10th. So there's a lot of operations that have to happen during the fall to get that winter wheat crop in and the corn out of the way. The wheat will be harvested in June of 2018, and immediately following the combines harvesting wheat, soybeans will be drilled into this field for a double crop. So in 2018, this big 2,800 acre field will yield 2 crops in one season, and that's why the combines are having to harvest the corn a little green in the fall of 2017 to make sure that everything stays on time and all the crops get in the ground at the right times. While we're up in the cab, we can look at some of the technology that the combine is running. It's GPS guided, which means that the machine is guided by satellite technology and the operator does not have to have his hands on the steering wheel as it's harvesting corn. We can also look up at the monitor and see that the combine is tracking the other machines in the field. Those blue stripes indicate where other machines have harvested corn already. So it's always pretty exciting to see all the technology that goes into operating a modern Class 9 combine. In this segment of the 2,800 acre cornfield video from Big Tractor Power, we're going to let you watch all the machinery work its way across the field harvesting corn. There'll be a total of 5 John Deere S690 combines with John Deere 612C corn heads, 4 John Deere 9420R 420 horsepower four-wheel drives pulling 4 Kinsey 1100 grain carts on soft tracks. It takes a total of 13 minutes for all the machines to work their way across the field from one side to the other. And I just wanted to be able to see the sights and sounds of the machinery in the field in a live action segment. And you'll see 4 of the John Deere S690s grouped together right at the start of the video. And then towards the end of the 13-minute segment, you'll see that 5th one join in the lineup. It's often difficult to see all 5 machines in one spot. Throughout the day, they get pretty spread out. They normally kind of work in groups of 2. That keeps the combines, grain carts, and trucks flowing pretty well. As awesome as it is to see all 5 machines one after the other, it's a pretty rare sight, so it was great to see at least 4 of them grouped up here as they opened up a new section of the field. As we watch these John Deere Class 9 S690 combines work their way across the cornfield, one of the questions that I see in a lot of the Big Tractor Power videos come up is, how do they come up with a classification of a combine? What does Class 9 mean? Well, the classification is mainly based on the horsepower that the combine is capable of reaching while harvesting. The John Deere S690 is 543 horsepower, and that's what puts it in the Class 9 category. It carries a capacity of 400 bushels, but we can also take a look at a Class 6 combine like the AGCO Gleaner S96, and it has a 390 bushel capacity. It's only 10 bushels behind the big S690, but it only has a rating of 322 horsepower. We can also look at a Class 8 machine like the Case IH 8240 axle flow. It has a 410 bushel capacity, 10 more bushels than the S690, but it only has a horsepower rating of 480 horsepower. And then you can even look at a similar machine like the John Deere 680. It's a Class 8 machine, 400 bushels, just like the S690, but it's only rated at 473 horsepower. So when you're getting into the Class 9 range, you're looking for a machine over 500 horsepower. The extra horsepower found in the 543 horsepower Class 9 John Deere S690 allows the machine to harvest crops at a faster rate and cover more ground in a day than a Class 5, Class 6, Class 7, or 8 machine. It allows it to move a lot of grain out of that 400 bushel grain tank at a faster rate. It can move 3.8 bushels per second across the 28.5 foot unloading auger, and those are the key things that you're looking for in the bigger machines like the Class 9. You want to move across the field faster, and you want to move more grain at a faster rate. I hope that you've enjoyed watching these John Deere S690 combines work their way across the 2,800 acre cornfield. You might ask, how many acres a day do these combines cover? Well, each combine is equipped with a 12-row, 30-inch corn head, a John Deere 612C, and on average, in a good 14-hour working day, the combines will cover 150 acres each, and that's assuming that all the semi-trucks are running back and forth to the farm, and that there aren't any bottlenecks at the dryer, and that there aren't any breakdowns with the combines. But on average, they're getting about 150 acres a day done with 5 John Deere S690 combines running. That means that they can cover 750 acres a day in a 14-hour period. If everything ran absolutely perfect, this 2,800 acre field would be harvested in 3.5 days. Of course, there are rain delays, the combines do have breakdowns, the trucks do have bottlenecks with the dryer at the farm. So on average, it takes about a week for the combines to get across this 2,800 acres, and the farm raises a total of 13,000 acres of corn, so it takes a good month or more for all the acres to be harvested during the corn season. I hope that you've enjoyed watching this Big Tractor Power video featuring a 2,800 acre cornfield in western Kentucky being harvested by 5 John Deere S690 combines. It's always exciting seeing all this big machinery at work and the size and scope of the fields that it works in. If you'd like to see more videos of big farm equipment in action, check out Big Tractor Power's YouTube channel with over 1,000 videos of farm machinery in action. You can also follow us on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure to check out our Instagram account where we share pictures and short video clips while we're filming out in the field, so you'll see what's coming up next on Big Tractor Power YouTube. As always, thank you for watching.